pediatrician because my throat was just hurting, and school was about to start, so we were like, we want to get in quick, get antibiotics so we can be done with the sickness. It wasn't all your normal stuff like COVID, pneumonia, all that stuff. Wasn't any of that. So we went to different doctors and they didn't have any answers either. So then they finally told me that I should go to the ER. Went to the ER, and then they figured out that something was wrong with me, and they didn't know what it was. So they finally admitted me into the hospital, which was my first day. It was my senior year, which was kind of sucky, but And then after that, they still didn't know what was wrong. Then they figured out that I had Lemire syndrome, which is a super rare disease. And then I had pneumonia, COVID, pulmonary embolism, and then I was sepsis. So they transferred me to the ICU. And then that's how I ended up in the hospital for 2 weeks. Probably one of my hardest moments was that whenever they didn't know what was wrong with me, because I was in so much pain and no one was giving me any answers. So that was really hard. Sorry.
Yeah, what did you do during those times?
Well, at first I was just mad because I didn't know what to do. I was more leaning on my mom, but then after everything wasn't working, I leaned on God, and I was just praying. Water, nothing was working. Water wasn't working. Distractions, breathing wasn't working. They were like, breathe, you gotta breathe through it, but that wasn't working. And then I was just like, you know what does work? Prayer. So I started praying to God, especially whenever I would have the other thing that was really hard was when I had rigors. It's whenever my temperature would go down normal, whenever I would take ibuprofen or something, and I'd be at 98, my body would need it to be higher to fight the infection. So it'd be 20 minutes of straight, just seizure-like shakes to where I couldn't control it. And I would go from 98 to 104 in 20 minutes. I was thinking in the hospital, in the ICU, I wanted to die because I just wanted the pain to go away. And when I prayed, it showed that God was in control. I was not in control at all. It was all God. And then during that moment where I felt helpless and out of control, he took my pain away during that moment. And that was just something that really stuck with me because it showed that he's there for me, even in my worst moments. A big moment was my sister. She wasn't supposed to be at the hospital at all whenever I was in the ICU because because I had COVID, they said. So she wasn't allowed to be there, but they let her in, and she was there for basically the whole night. And her being there really is when my mind switched, whenever I was like, I'm gonna get out of here one way or another because she needs me. My sister needs me. Yeah, because right before she came, I was probably the worst that I could have been. And then I was just like, what am I doing? I gotta get my act together. So I force-fed myself pasta so I would get better, and then I started getting better every single day after that. I used to think I would have doubts, of course, and I think or I'd be like, why did he do this to me? Why do I have this? What did I do to deserve this? But then after going through everything I went through, it just proved to me that God's in control. Like I said, in every aspect of my life, prayer works. He saved my life. Before I even got sick, I had volleyball. I would choose to go to volleyball every single night, and I knew I should read my Bible, but then I'd go to volleyball, or I'd hang out with my friends, play volleyball after volleyball. And I think I just started idolizing that in my life and not having God at the center. I put volleyball at the center, and it's just everything around me was just crumbling, basically. I just felt alone and lost. And I think God really honestly gave me that because I couldn't play volleyball for about 4 weeks, or probably more than that. And I think he just showed me that the volleyball isn't who I am. That's not what defines me. and it's being a Christian and having God in my life. I can't be more, like, give all the gratitude to God, because he really does. He really has good plans. Even if in the moment you're like, why is this happening to me? Like, but there's always an end result, and he loves you so much no matter what.